Reigning world champion Max Verstappen is in an unstoppable form since the start of the 2021 season, winning one driver's title and heading towards the second one. Verstappen is fighting under Red Bull since the 2016 season, but he had no optimal machinery to show his talent. Honda gave the first hints of building a stronger power unit at the 2020 season finale in Abu Dhabi. Then they came up with the best solution to challenge the dominancy of Mercedes in 2021, and Verstappen used it as an effective way to finish the season with a championship. But after the 2022 regulation changes, they showed some kind of decline in the first few races, with the reliability issues of the power unit that caused DNFs. But they came back strongly, challenging Ferraris, who got an advantage over them in the first few races. Hey guys, welcome back to the Max Verstappen Formula 1 channel, the best place for all your daily dose of trending news and updates regarding Max Verstappen and Formula 1. Before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell for more exciting updates. Ferrari had a great chance to win the 2022 Formula 1 titles alongside with Red Bull Racing Team at the beginning. But Ferrari had moderate results in some races for reasons like technical issues, strategic errors, and also due to misfortune. That became an advantage for Red Bull Racing over Ferrari in the championship standings to extend its gap. In last season, the championship battle was two-sided and both Hamilton and Verstappen were on the same points when they were heading to the season finale in Abu Dhabi. But this year, Mercedes showed a clear decline from the beginning with issues like porpoising and were never in a position to compete for the championship. Even though Mercedes had some problems, Ferrari became a strong contender for the World Championship with their all-new F175. Charles Leclerc appeared to be the leading driver from the Ferrari garage to compete for the championship alongside Max Verstappen. When the season progresses, it is clearly understood that the Verstappen-Leclerc battle is not a tough one, like the Verstappen-Hamilton battle, as Ferrari was unable to maintain consistency in their performances. At one stage, Sergio Perez also passed Leclerc into the second position in the standings. Verstappen is in an unstoppable form where he proves several times it is an easy job for him to win races, even from the back of the grid. The reigning world champion started the Belgian Grand Prix from P14 and charged through the field to claim the victory at historic Spa-Francorchamps. Before the Belgian Grand Prix, he displayed a similar type of performance at the Hungarian Grand Prix, where he claimed victory after starting the race on 10th on the starting grid. Red Bull is at the peak point in terms of performance, and this success is similar to what Mercedes achieved in the last decade. Most of the time, Lewis Hamilton claimed the driver's title very easily even before completing the two-thirds of the season. But it was a boring thing for Formula 1 fans as they want to see more close battles between teams. Last year was interesting as the championship battle was extended up to the final lap of the season. But this year, the challenge from Ferrari is not sufficient enough to create a more close and more interesting battle at the top of the standings. Max Verstappen recorded his 11th consecutive victory at the Italian Grand Prix, extending his championship lead with Leclerc. Theoretically, he has the chance of winning the driver's title at the next race in Singapore. He'd surely win the championship within the next few races, but he can confirm it if one of the following scenarios plays in the predicted style. Leclerc is not the only one fighting for the championship, but he is the one who can give a better fight under assumed conditions. Other than Leclerc, Verstappen's teammate Sergio Perez and Mercedes driver George Russell also had a slim chance of fighting for the championship. Verstappen is on top of the championship standings with 335 points, and Leclerc has only 219 points after completing the Italian Grand Prix, so everyone stays behind the championship leader with a gap of more than 100 points. Sergio Perez is the third on the list with 210 points, and the Mercedes driver Russell with 203 points is the last one that has a slim chance of fighting for the championship. So the title battle is decided on the 2nd of October based on the final outcome of the following different scenarios. Verstappen must achieve a difference of at least 22 points over Leclerc in Singapore, which is not obvious. First of all, Verstappen has to win anyway to become champion. Second, he then has to hope for trouble for Leclerc, and Sergio Perez and George Russell may not score too many points. The first scenario is if Verstappen wins the race without setting the fastest lap. Then Leclerc should finish the race 9th or lower, and he will be out of the title fight. If Verstappen wins the race and takes the bonus point of the fastest lap, which will be 26 points in total, he will be champion if Leclerc finishes 8th or lower. If Verstappen wins and Leclerc claims the bonus point, the Monegasque still needs at least 8th place. So the bonus point would mean little to Leclerc in this scenario. In any case, should Verstappen not win the race, the party will have to wait until Japan. If Perez finishes the race 4th or lower, then he will be out of the competition for the championship. Russell must hope Verstappen does not win. In the event of a win, Russell, even with a second-place finish and fastest lap, is definitely out of the title race. If the victory at Singapore can be stolen from Verstappen, then anyone can bring the championship battle up to the Japanese Grand Prix. It is mandatory for Verstappen to claim victory here to turn it into a title decider race. In all the above discussed scenarios, Leclerc finishing the race below 8th or lower is an impossible scenario to happen under normal conditions. If the race flows without any special circumstances, F175 has the potential to complete the race within the top 5. But the problem is about the consistency of Leclerc. When considering Perez's case, a podium finish is something easily achievable for him. He finished the race 2nd at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, also giving the first 1-2 finish this season to Red Bull. He targeted the championship this year other than playing the wingman role, which was assigned to him to play in the first season with Red Bull. He battled hard, but it is difficult to stand against someone like Verstappen, who is with a natural set of driving skills. The last title contender is George Russell, who is highly rated as a future world champion by many Formula One experts. Unfortunately, he moved to Mercedes when their golden era was over. The German team struggled a lot with major regulation changes this year, and they have to sacrifice the whole first half of the current season to deal with their porpoising issue. Even under undrivable conditions of W13, with the porpoising issue, Russell delivered the best possible results. That's why he still remains even in the tail of the championship battle. They solved the porpoising issue, but it was too late to give a better fight against Verstappen. With this improvement, we can see a 3-team battle, most probably between Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes next year. At this moment, it looks like reigning world champion Max Verstappen will surely win his 2nd title this year. It is only a matter of time. Last year, Red Bull Racing was only able to clinch the driver's title, but this time they can claim both the championships as they are clearly leading the Constructors' Championship with a considerable margin from Ferrari. Formula One fans will hate to see that the championship is decided when there are 5 more races to go, as they always demand a tough battle at the top. This season is similar to the year of last decade, which was dominated by Mercedes. Formula One will be less exciting again within 1 or 2 seasons if this tradition continues. The Formula One title will be surely decided within the next 2 or 3 races, and teams can use the remaining races as a bonus to test the new upgrades to make improvements for the next year. Anyhow, it's nice to see that Verstappen will probably be a 2-time world champion this year. But his potential is worth more than that. Let's hope that he ends up his career breaking many championship records in the future. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to not miss anything related to Formula One. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.